Yo, what is up, boys? Stoic Tang with another YouTube video. My videos make the average person uncomfortable. They don't feel comfort watching my videos because nobody that doesn't want to pursue passion is willing to hear that they are not going anywhere with their lives. Nobody who's not motivated wants to hear all the complaining that I do. They categorize my words, they categorize my videos as complaining. They categorize the thoughtful content that I try and seek out to help people as content that's meant to target them, as content that hurts them emotionally, as content that makes them seek discomfort. So why do people not want to hear about themselves? Why do people not want to improve themselves in the way they are right now? Because they're living in comfort. They're relaxing. You cannot relax your whole life. Your body, your mind, your spirit needs something. Your body, your mind, your spirit, it needs something to keep going. It needs hardship. It needs problems. It needs things to solve in order to keep living. You need to test your mind to limits. You need to test your body to limits. You need to test your spirituality to your limits. Because like your muscles, your mind needs to be trained. Because like your body, your spirit needs the training. Your spirit needs discomfort. Your spirit needs the strain. Now, why do people click off my video whenever something goes too deep? Why do people click off my TikToks when I try and help them, when I try and motivate them, when I try and inspire them, when I try and get them off their bed? What is the reason behind people not wanting to face reality? The reason is because people are tempted to stay at where they are because they aren't born with the hunger. The people who click off my videos, the people who click off my TikToks, my YouTube channel, my Instagram, the people who click off my type of videos are people who don't have the built-in hunger. This type of hunger can't be taught. It's either you have it or you don't. If you don't have it, you're going to spend the rest of your life watching people like me eat. Watching people like me achieve. Watching people who have the hunger. You cannot be taught this hunger. You cannot be taught to want something. You cannot be taught to be ambitious, to be passionate, to want to achieve something more, to achieve something great. You see all those videos when people say, I want to be great. I want to be one of the greatest. That hunger cannot be taught. That motivation, that discipline, that consistency is driven by your hunger. Is driven by how bad do you really, really want it. And not everyone can say, how bad do I really want it? I want it as bad as I want to wake up tomorrow. I want it as bad as I would give up everything in my life. I want it as bad as I want to breathe, as I want to keep living. I want it so bad. That is something that you are really just born with. That is what elevates people to the second level. That hunger is what elevates you to a different level, to the next step. The next part of your hunger, the next part of actually wanting something, of actually being passionate, the next part of after being hungry is, how tough are you? Simple, right? How tough are you? Are you tough as nails? Are you tough as mochi? Are you tough, or are you just a marshmallow? Now, what do I mean by this? I'm being so metaphorical right now. I'm speaking with literary devices. A marshmallow is not a piece of symbolism. I am simply trying to explain and give metaphors to people who cannot understand. How tough are you? Are you tough enough to wake up on those early mornings, to work out, to pray? Are you tough enough to keep going after a long, long day? Are you tough enough to keep going when everybody's telling you that you can't do it? Are you tough enough to want to lessen the burden you have on your family, on the people who care about you? Are you tough enough to fight those battles internally, to save your life, to save your future? Are you tough? Or are you just claiming you're tough? Are you tough? Or are you not? There's no other way around. It's either you're tough or you're not tough. You can't just be a little tough. Being a little tough is as good as being not tough at all. Because being a little tough means you didn't go all the way. Being a little tough means you only wanted to deal with a certain amount of hardship until it felt comfortable again. Being a little tough just means you gave up along the way. Being tough means you don't quit. When you fall, you get back up. When you lose, you get back up. When you take a rest week, a rest day, a rest month, you get back up. When you don't pray to your Creator, you ask for repentance and you get back up. That's being tough. And the amount of times you failed is only living evidence that you have tried to be tough. You have tried. You have pushed yourself. That is what being tough is. That is what being resilient is. That is what creates people to be the people you look up to. Everyone that you look up to, whether it's Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Andrew Tate, it could be President Trump, the people you look up to, they are just people. People that were tough on the moments that they felt that they were down. They were tough mentally, and not only mentally, but physically. But not only physically, but spiritually. They are the toughest of people because no matter what obstacle they faced, no matter what burden they were dealing with, they still persevered. They still decided to put actions forward, to make steps in the right direction, to become what they've always dreamed to become because they were tough. They had the hunger. And they endured the pain. They endured the hardship. Step 1, 2, 3. Get as hungry as you can. Be born hungry. Step 2, be tough as you can. Be as tough as you can for resilience. And step 3 is endure the pain, endure the hardship, endure and move forward. Now, if this video makes you feel a different way, makes you feel motivated, makes you feel a little bit more hungry, a little bit tough, then I want you to like and subscribe. I want you to send a comment under below. Send a comment below. I will win. Comment, I will win. Whatever you put onto the universe will come back to you tenfold. Believe it. And be tough. Be hungry. Be enduring. That's all I have today. Stoic Tang. Peace out.